I'm Tyler Robertson, and this is GamePad. A popular Japanese streaming service called NicoNico has come to the Switch, possibly setting the stage for more services to come in the future. NicoNico is very similar to YouTube, with real-time comments that pop up as you're watching. Uploaders can also add polls and quizzes to their videos for a more interactive experience. It seems a lot of people want services like Netflix and YouTube on their Switches, so hopefully this is Nintendo dipping their toes into the market and will lead to the addition of the big streaming platforms to the Switch in the future. Profile pictures, customizable backgrounds, and mixer streaming are the big features coming with July's Xbox software update, according to a post on Xbox Wire. Players will be able to upload a picture of themselves to serve as their own profile picture now, instead of relying on avatars. Clubs will also be able to do this, as well as upload a background picture to dress up their club page. Microsoft's rebranded streaming service called Mixer, formerly known as Beam, will allow players and clubs to co-stream to the service directly from their Xboxes. A smaller feature will allow you to log into your Xbox with one tap of the Xbox button, and an update to the Android and iOS Xbox app will allow you to surf through the Game Pass library and look for games in the new LFG sharing section. Jump, a new service that launched in beta on Monday, is trying to be the Netflix of video games, or indie games specifically. For $10 a month, you can play any and however much of the games in Jump's library that you want. It will be highly curated, with only 10 games coming to the service each month. Jump plans to come to Windows, Mac, and Linux, as well as Vive and Oculus for their VR selection. Jump also touts that latency won't be an issue, because instead of streaming, it will download the assets necessary to play as you play. So it's essentially going to be downloading and tossing pieces of the game as you go. The curation-heavy service will give developers time before they bring their games over to Jump, which will give them time to make as much money on them as they can first, according to Jump's CEO, Anthony Palma. He spoke with IGN saying, quote, "We want them to run their premium sales cycle on Steam or Xbox or wherever, and once those sales dip off to a certain point, then it's a better time to bring it over to us," end quote. Jump will take 30% of the revenue, while developers get 70%. Whether or not this all works out will certainly be interesting, since no one has seemed to be able to crack the Netflix for video games model. Those looking forward to Insomniac's upcoming SpiderMan game apparently have a lot to look forward to, as the city of New York that Peter will swing around will be several times as big as Sunset City, the setting of Insomniac's previous game, Sunset Overdrive. Word came by way of Twitter on Monday, where Insomniac responded to a fan who had asked how big the map would be compared to The Witcher 3's. They said, quote, "That's not a comparison we can really make. It's several times larger than Sunset City, though," end quote. It makes a lot of sense to have a big open world, as it will allow players a ton of freedom as they swing across New York as the beloved Peter Parker. And that's it for this week. Be sure to check back next Saturday for more on all the things you missed in the world of video games. I'm Tyler Robertson, and this has been GamePad.